Alright guys, so you have been waiting for, since the beginning of this year, it's finally time. The ultimate rant of 2020. Note, I will actually do more rants of it, but for now it's going to be a text-to-speech and Vine style kind of thing. But anyways, do you know the drill? If you like this year, I can handle your opinion. Anyways, enjoy 2020. This has to be the worst year ever. This is the worst year in my life. I hated it. I hate it so much. Even though there are another bad years like 2009, 1945, 1918, 1920, 1347, 536. But I wasn't even born. But anyways, it's still going into the level. First off, starting in January. January 1st I went to my cousin's house, and it was fun for New Year's. On January 2nd I was a normal day. But then on January 3rd I want to see my grandpa had a little bad day, but then it went awesome again. Until the 4th day. This is where it begins to escalate, because World War III almost happened. Because the US killed Iran's general. Lead tension between those two. And I was feeling scared. Not only that, Australia was burning. I feel bad for Australia. And then they had a very black summer, Australia. I was like, the world is already ending. Come on. On January 7th I have to go back to school. Which makes me more upset I cannot catch up to premieres. I did all this and I won't go into too much details. That's way too much. On January 12th I had an okay day. On the 13th the bushfires continue, sentient slightly going down. On January 15th I got the flu and sick. In the coming days it was bad until the 19th I felt better. There's this new virus called, of course you guys know already. Started off in China. I said that they may not reach the US. But come on, another bad thing about 2020. And I hated it the most thing. On January 20th it was MLK Day. Which means I got a break. Was Donald Trump third year in office. But the US reported the first case of coronavirus. I don't know what to do, even though the first case was in Washington state. But the next day I had to go back to school, and attitude annoying fire drill. And then that they suck the next day was okay, but however on the 23rd it was the worst day in January for me. On January 23rd I had to do a mile. But that wasn't the worst thing. I watch a movie called Your Name the Movie. It's about a body swap movies. I find that disturbing, disgusting, the guy and girl swap bodies. And you know swapping bodies isn't appropriate, no they allow this, but I cannot curse. Hypocrites. And this is the worst anime movie I saw. I hate January 23rd more than August 3rd, 2019. I nearly cried at the school. My mom took me to IHOP, but it didn't make me any better. Oh, I try to do a rant on the 23rd, I just say socks, if you guys don't remember, but it took me until Friday, because of I don't know how to edit the whole thing. But the rest sucks. Then Kobe Bryant died. Make it more bad, not only that, his daughter and 7 other people died with him in Bases, California. And COVID-19 cases were bigger in the US at the end of January. In February. Started off okay. I watched the Super Bowl. Between San Francisco 49ers versus Kansas City Chiefs. It was good the Kansas City Chiefs won, even though I'm neutral wit. But starting second week, if we get to suck again. Even though I did a birthday special. I got hit by annoying spam bots. It was scam. I thought it was a random music production. Viand community gets toxic. And then school suck more. But the rest of February the virus continues to get worse in China, but however it's season flattening. Your Name the Movie was over, and it was horrible, I hated it. And in February, start to suck as well. Then the virus slows down in China, but however there a new outbreak in Italy, Iran, South Korea. However my birthday came in, and it was good, I got an iPhone X. And some more stuff. And then Leap Day. March 1st Sunday, that day was awesome, I got a laptop after my birthday. And to edit videos like this one. and I went to a taco restaurant, and it was amazing. Then something went wrong. US reported its first death of the COVID in Washington state. And it's getting crazy. US infection rate exploding. And then the next day got worse and worse and worse. Hazing death toll, more infections, found it in another state. By the second week I was like, why are them not shutting down anything to slow the spread? I was like, come on. We saw something similar in France, Spain, Europe. By March 13th school announced it's finally closing down. I was like, yes, finally. Till April weekend I went to a salad restaurant and I realized there were fewer people. Even though restaurants may close soon as well. On March 16th I saw updates about the virus, so I did a video. Spain crosses 10,000 cases and 300 deaths. So then I was planning to do a grounded video out of Joe I-7652, and I don't do ground videos anymore. But then at almost 4 o'clock, I got jump scared. I received an emergency alert system on my phone. There will be a shutdown. The only thing that is open is non-essential. That scared me, so I released a video and went live. And the same day France also going on lockdown. And then I had to spend inside locally. Fast food is open for takeout only. Like Taco Bell and more. And I keep hearing the best to take techs come in from Italy. It was also Spain, France. New York got hit hard. I was like this is the worst year. And then by April things continue to get worse. The annoying spam bots continue. And this virus continues. It was so boring, it was so boring. But we were not too bad as like New York or France. And drama continues in the community. May this month didn't get any better, it was just as bad. The murder hornets was here in the United States. I was like facepalm. COVID-19 kind of slowed down in the US, but still not got bad. And then they let me know that school is cancelled for the rest of the year. And I had to continue homeschooling, which I hate, homeschooling which I hate. I continue to have depression. By Memorial Day, May 25th. There is no school, because it's Memorial Day, which means I can take a break. But I realize that America passed a 100,000 COVID deaths, becoming the first country to do. It was just as bad. But then something else happened, and it was very bad. On the same day. That shook America very bad. A black man was killed in Minneapolis by a white police officer. Behold. A police officer Sheraton on George Floyd's neck. It was sad. A lead to protest in the city. I was like, we are in the COVID health emergency crisis. Gathering. Then unrest erupted. And then it spread to another city. Like LA, Nashville, Houston, and more. Do you know some states were about to reopen or east lockdown? And then by Friday there will be riots in Atlanta, Portland, Oakland, Seattle. Add more. In NYC they set a police van on fire. I was like, I thought New York City doesn't riot anymore, but I was wrong. By the weekend, a lot of people are angry. At least 2 shots fired, violent weekend, police curses on fire and looting. It was scary. It just remind me of the El Paso mass shooting which killed 22 people, and that happened last year. Because that was devastating, but the police were hero. But in this scenario they're bad. I can't believe this happened in just 10 months from each other. Curfews. Businesses have to wait. Because of this. And I explained to Germany and London and Paris, France, and I explained to Germany, London, and then Paris, France. And 1 week later. Unrest, Paris, France. And it's June and things didn't got better by mid-June, if he gets to slow down kind of. And they were charged. Lockdown is, but however there was a summer surge of the lockdown east, but however there was a summer surge of the virus. Europe, Italy and New York take a break, while Florida and other states skyrocket. Like the US was not alone, there was also Australia, South Africa. Brazil, Japan, that's the second wave. Like the new restrictions. July was a rough one. We had to do with riots, but this time in Portland, Oregon. And then Seattle and New York. And then we continue to have the summer surge. Florida was the hardest hit along with Texas and California. Until by late July the US and South Africa and Australia Brazil are slowly flattening the curve and turning the corner finally. We saw more infections, but with a lower mentality, right? Not too much deaths. In August it actually got worse. The virus wasn't too bad in the US or Brazil. But then Spain began to see an increase in infections. People think it may be the second wave. But it could be just a cluster, that's what they said, because it's too early. But it wasn't just Spain, France was also seen an increase. And then here's the big bang.
يا عذرا
Just after 6 p.m. local time on Tuesday the 4th of August, an explosion ripped through Beirut.
This happened in Lebanon. Beirut explosion was devastating, and what's the worst part, it happened on the 1-year anniversary the El Paso and Dayton mass shootings in America, which killed all the 31 people. This explosion killed up to 210 people, injured almost 7,000, and 350,000 homeless. Especially during a pandemic. I feel sorry and my heart go to Lebanon. I knew something bad would happen on this day. It's even worse than last year. The explosion was felt as far as Cyprus in southern Turkey and Jerusalem in Israel. It was sad. And then August there was more looting and drama. By August 15th I saw my cousins. But then I had to do school online starting Monday on the 17th. And they said school will remain close, but I have to continue homeschooling. I did more birthday wish videos. But then I had to do school online, and I had a hard time getting there. It took me until Thursday. And then on Friday I did okay. But then I can't believe there was more lies from this year, such as improving the behaviors. Removing now. And I'm trying to replace it, and now they backstab, and they brought the car, and I'm trying to replace it, and now they backstab, and they brought the card. This is why they need to stay with there already, and they're coming after us for stupid reasons. It makes me want to come out to Novato Naparan. Because I was not in the moon. And then hurricanes hit. We saw another black man shot, but he survived in Wisconsin and triggered unrest. Kenosha. I realize this August is even worse than last year's August. I had reached 1,000 subscribers at the end of August, and I still think that I like. In September then not it got any better either, drama continues. But the one thing I take out the community tab. But still in September still sucks. We saw the rising cases in France, Spain. In Israel, India they were about to reach their peak. While Israel became the first country to do a second nationwide lockdown. India was averaging almost 100,000 cases every single day. By the end of September India begins to slow down. While Italy and the UK were rising slowly, Italy was averaging under 2,000 cases a day, but with fewer deaths. The highest rate since May for them. New York State began to see a rise in infections. #WORSTDEBATEEVER. By the way. In October. This month beginning of Golden Bowl, this month beginning of Go Bowl crap, but however indoor dining was back finally in my area. But then I was stressed out with school. Italy begins to break records and infections. France, Spain, we are out of control. And then Italy explodes. While the rest of Europe begin to explode. We were doing okay. But then it began to suck. On October 24th I went to visit family, but I did take safety precautions such as hand sanitizer, social distance. On the 25th it was okay. And then it was 1 week before the election in the US, and then the debate kind of sucks again. Like straight talk. And I thought this nightmare was over by November. Halloween wasn't any better. November. On the first day was good, but then it kind of turned ugly. On the second day it got worse. Then on the third day it was election day. And I want to see who wins. Since a pandemic, people are doing mail-in ballots, so it's gonna be harder to count. Especially the state of Arizona, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin and more. But the behaviors on the 4-fish group has been out of control. They never make up their mind. Like, the drama is even worse than going a mate. In November they calmed down, but then started in late November and they were out of control. By November 7th Joe Biden was announced the winner. And Trump was very upset. He denied and refused Kanye. And then by mid-November I was overwhelmed by school again. But then I miss you get to Thanksgiving break, it was not as much better, because there were more restrictions. Indoor dining was suspended. And an outdoor dining by the beginning of December was about to be banned in a new lockdown. I was like, come on. And then more restrictions happened by mid-December. It was the worst part of December. Then things begin to calm down when school was over. Yes, it was winter break. For me. In Europe the virus was kind of slowing down, while the US continues to rise. It makes me upset, and then I'm at this. I just really want this year to end. What time does Christmas? And I got Reishi PCs. Nintendo cards so I can buy Fire Emblem Heroes. And I got Boxer, and I got boxes. And then the next day it was Boxing Day. And that date sucks. But and it goes on, and now we're here. I just want to say, from all of this has been terrible, but we can try to better tonight, we just hope. Such as the vaccines. The more coming of technology machines. In the more views, if you can try work hard more. But all of this needs to end. I don't know what else is powerful words. But I would like to thank you, over 1150 subscribers. That did achieve me, but can we hit 2K in January? If not already, please subscribe. I'll try and do more of this. But anyways, the only thing that I like about 2020 is where I went to get a new start of a haircut. And be smarter. And more independent. I know how to do better things on YouTube. And reaching a grim milestone on YouTube. And a little more, and that was it. Thank God this year is about to end. Unless more ## comes, but hold on. Let me think. I thought 2020 was gonna be the best year. I will never miss this year, unless, like I said, you know what. But anyways, have a safe, good and a great day, and happy holidays and early New Year's. Bye.